Hello folks, welcome back to Southern Blessed Homestead. It is a nice, beautiful day today, and I have several things to do, and I need to get out here, and I have not been out to my garden in 3 days. So I'm coming out here just to see what's up. My poor garden is being neglected. It's just that time of year and that time of Mac and I's life where we've got many other things that we got to do. So I'm just letting a lot of things play out, and I guess I'm feeding the bugs and the birds and everything else right now. So, but I'm getting a little bit here and there, so we're still supplying food for ourselves, and what I can get more of, I'm putting it up if I can. So here we go. Let's go see what's up. This first bed, I still got my beautiful marigolds going on and my Malabar spinach, which I really have not even made a meal out of, but Elliot and I like to come out here and just take a leaf and eat it every time we're out here, and it's looking really pretty. I'm excited to grow this more next year, and there goes the bugs. I've got all kinds of nice little bugs eating things. I still have to figure out how to save the seeds though. They get really dark purple, and I don't see any. They're really big, pretty bulb-like things on the stem, and I'm assuming those are the, oh, here we go. They get purple. I haven't even taken them off to find out. But they've been drying at the bottom of this plant. They've been drying and reseeding itself some, because I've got several of them coming up inside there, which I don't know if you can see. So I'm pretty sure that this little bed will be my Malabar spinach bed. Marigold and Malabar spinach bed for next year. That's what I'm probably going to be doing. Here's evidence that little Elliot comes out, my grandson, comes out and helps me. That's his little watering thing when we were watering. So I just cleaned out this bed, the peppers that were in it, and I threw some of the leaves in there for just a little compost. And this is what it is right now. I'm just letting everything kind of play out. Same old stuff. Still have some tomatoes on here. These, I think, are called the money makers, and I haven't got that many off of them. They usually split and go bad. Let's see, like this, because of we had a drought, and then we had bunch of rain. I didn't even empty my gauge, so 1.5 inches the other day, and we're due again for some more in another couple days. So I still have these other tomatoes climbing up here. There's a good tomato, except for it's got worms and leaching. Yep. So I just let these tomato plants grow there. I can see tomatoes way up there on top with the yard long beans, which I've been enjoying those. I have not put any back. Oop, look at this one. I didn't even harvest that. It's gotten all big on fat. Has some seeds in it to save. I'm trying to learn how to save the seeds for things. We are sad that our last little pineapple tomatillo, which we call our treats, is playing out now. Elliot keeps coming out here and going, "Where's my treats?" And there isn't hardly anything on it, so it's playing out. I'm just letting it go. These squash plants are still going, but the plant looks beautiful, but there's no fruit on it, so I'll be cutting them back soon. And I'm still waiting on my big squash. It is huge. They're squatty. That one, this one, big fat squatty thing. And I'm waiting for him to turn. It's supposed to turn a kind of a tan orangey color. So my other two that were on the railing over here, I think I'm just letting them lay here, but this one's turning slowly. It didn't get very big, and it's still attached to the vine. This one, not attached anymore. It's rotted off pretty much, but I just thought I'd leave it up here for now. I don't know if it'll green up. I had one earlier that's in the house that broke off when it was smaller. It was smaller than this one. And it's been in the house. It was green. It's been in the house for a month or two, and it's turning a little bit right now. So I need to crack it open and exactly see what it's like. Yeah, my sad little beds. Got some flowers, an old, this is a melon, but it's not gonna have time. The temperatures have dropped. We're down in the 40s at night and 60s, and it's got up to maybe 70 today. But I think that's gonna be our temp from now on. It's in 60s and 70s, barely 70s for a little while. Yep, look at, I got peppers galore on here, but these are supposed to be lemon drops and turning yellow, but I don't see them turning yellow. I want some hot peppers, and these are like one of my only hot peppers, and they're not turning yet. I did get some dill going. Yeah, I did. Yay. Yeah, a couple of them. Yep, I'm so excited. I come out here every now and then, just pinch some off and chew on it. I love dill. Yep, and all my other stuff's played out. Those little watermelons, I busted that open because it was rotted on the bottom. I thought maybe the birds might eat it. I don't have any chickens yet, so I can't feed my chickens. Yep, my flowers look nice, but the hollyhocks, but they're probably not going to flower this year. I guess I'll leave them there for next year. I got one melon. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Thankfully, my comfrey's still hanging on. Yep. I don't know what I did. It didn't like it, whatever I did. I've heard it's very, very resilient, but I guess I can kill even the most resilient. Yeah, the garden looks pretty sad. I don't have any more long... Oh, I do. Ha! Didn't even know that cucumber was up there. The sun's in my face. Ah! There it is. And the bugs have eaten it. Some. Oh, probably can hear the winds blowing some. My chimes. Yeah, I got sunflowers and just little of this and that planted in here. Some yarrow, lemon balm. I have a heather plant. It's supposed to be a big bush. I just stuck it in here because I like flowers in my garden too. So if it comes back survives the winter and comes back next year, it'll be pretty on the end there. Help me get the pollinators. Still got all these radishes and some cilantro. Oh, and my zinnias. My okra is crazy. Okay, I'm barely over 5 foot, and a lot of these okra are almost 8 foot tall. And I just found out today that one of our friends had an okra contest going on, and I didn't know about it, and I didn't enter it. So next year, I'm going to enter an okra contest. If the Lord blesses me like he did this year on these cool, huge okras from the Broussards. Yeah, I've kind of quit picking them because the ants are all over them and the bugs are all over them. I can't even focus on it, but I don't know if you can see them, but I don't want to be bit by the ants and stuff. And I think they're storing it for the winter. I do have some in here I need to come just pick out. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm fixing to get some, what I can. I've been pickling them. We're not real big on fried okra anymore. Elliot and I like to eat the raw okra, and then I make pickled okra. And I did dehydrate some okra. But besides that, that's about all we're doing with that. And the rest of this poor garden is just here. Just bare. And I had these Dixie lima beans, and I really wanted them to grow, and they're flowering and stuff. But there's one little tiny pod. But look at these little bugs. I haven't had time to... I don't like putting a bunch of chemicals on it, so I haven't really been out here. Oh, look at the ants. Yep. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see them. Oh my, they're going crazy. They're all over here. Yeah, I know. Oh man, if I stand still, they're gonna be all over me. Ah, they did get on my boot. Ah, get away, get away. Oh my, okay, there's their They weren't like this the other day, and they are going nuts, and nothing's been out here. Look at how they are growing fast, little dudes, and this is an indication of what winter's going to be like. They're in a hurry. Ooh, boy, that scares me. Okay, I do have some cucumbers. Getting a little bit of cucumbers, getting some zipper cream peas a little bit. Enough for a meal. The ants are on them too, though. And I've got some green beans. These are Blue Lake green beans. So I'm getting enough for us. And that's all I really wanted. I was just playing around at the end of the season with my other stuff. There was an empty row, so I just planted a seed here and a seed there of the same other stuff I had. Well, I didn't have the Blue Lake. I had rattlesnake pole beans. So they are actually growing quite well. Next year, if I can, the second set, I will grow more of them. But ooh, still got some peppers here and there. I tore up most of the plants. This huge watermelon patch that has one watermelon that's probably rotten. Who knows? No one ever comes out here and looks at. Mac wanted those, and I'm not messing around with any of it. Got my zinnias. Poor basil plants, they're about done. Boy, this this poor little plant is heavy laden with and breaking off with peppers. These are bell peppers, but it's got it so heavy from them because they're solid. They are so thick walled. Even though they're small, they are very thick, and those are good. So at least we got some peppers to eat with our meals. These are my jalapenos. They're supposed to be orange spiced jalapenos. I'm waiting for them to turn. Yep. Basically, I have bell peppers, which I'm happy with. Because, man, we could eat a bell pepper a day. More green beans. More green beans. Yep. Pretty sad looking garden, I think. The purple peas. Yeah, but I just knocked off some bugs that were all over them. Yeah, look at my bugs. And the ants. Look at the ants. They're all over these things. Yeah, I don't have a steady hand here. They're all over them. They're just everywhere on this plant. The ants are. Oh, can't see it. They're there. That time of year. Yep. The rest of the garden's pretty sad. Plucked up all the tomato plants, and I left the marigolds that are in between everything. I gotta pull up my lines, all the ropes and stuff. Yep, there's still a bunch of cherry tomatoes or pear tomatoes. But look at what's happening to them. They're nasty. The bugs are eating them up. These were Brad grape, atomic grape, and they're just getting eaten up by the bugs. Yeah. Organic gardening is the best, but it takes a lot of work. Yeah. Because these bugs are very resilient. Nasty, nasty bugs. Ooh, pretty little marigolds down there. I still have a bunch of peppers though. There's another pepper plant that's laden down. Bell peppers. I'm happy about that. Oh, I got a tomato out here. I left a couple of these plants. I still didn't have time to come and mess with them all. Got some good tomatoes on there. They'll turn red. Here's some tomato plants that are coming up on their own from the ones that fell. I think these were those cream, I forgot what they were called now, the cream tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. Yep. But this is it. Cleaning it out. It's a lot of work. I haven't been out here. I really want to be out here. I love cleaning up and doing stuff out here, but I got a lot of other things to do right now, so I'm running through spider webs. Yeah, spiders are here. But beautiful temperature out here today. Yeah, Mac checking up on me. These are supposed to be daisy flowers, wildflowers in here, but I think they were mislabeled in the package thing that I had. Anyway, that's kind of a garden update. Needs a lot of cleanup. This and that everywhere. Even my sunflowers look horrible because the bugs are eating them up. Bumblebees are still getting on them though. Yeah, my bumblebees. Oh, I think I see a honeybee even. Boy, I haven't seen one of them in a while. Yeah, I know they're around here somewhere. The butterflies. Yeah. That's it. And my row of okra. Tall okra. Here's my Cherokee tans. Still going at it. But I do not think that we've gotten any more fruit than what I have. So, I'm happy though. It's been fun. Still got some little tomatoes over in here. Waiting for them to turn yellow for Elliot. But, oh, I guess I didn't realize I had 2 of them in here. I may have more than I realize once the stuff starts dying off. That one down there is almost all the way turned. That was my first one that I knew of. These are turning. Yep. They're little though. This one's little. Well, it looks big in the picture, but it's, yeah, about the size of my hand, I guess. Yep. Ooh. Still got some mess of stuff over here. My hot peppers, I got a couple of them left there, and this is another hot pepper. This is the lemon drops that I'm waiting to turn. Still not yellow. This poor little old tomato plant's been hanging on. I think this is one of those white cherry tomatoes. Yep. It's hanging on in there. And here's my apple trees I've got to find a place for, and my fig tree. And look at what are those called? Oxtail flowers. And my little pot there. Yep, all the rest of the stuff. We have a volunteer, looks like a watermelon, and I have no idea how these watermelons got in these pots. I didn't have no seeds or anything over here, so I have no idea how they're over here. Ooh, still got plants that need potting up. So, yep, lots of work still needs to be done. My greenhouse, if my son had time, he's supposed to modify it for me so I can use it during the winter time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. One day at a time. Just living by faith and trusting the Lord. Thanks for joining me on my little tour of my garden, what's left of it. So, I hope y'all have a very blessed day. We'll see you next time.